Welcome back, everybody. We've got the final 9 holes of the Pittsburgh Flying Disc Open presented by Discraft. We got BigSexy commentary, myself, Nate Sexton, my buddy Jeremy Koling. We got some great players doing battle right now.
Yeah, Paul McBeth is kind of separating himself from the field a bit. Great front 9 from him. MJ and James played well too. Geoff Bennett kind of fell off a little bit with the even front 9, which is the easier of the 2 9s. But Paul's going to have to keep the foot on the gas pedal because we also, besides, he's going to have James and MJ all attacking, but we also have some players from second card that are coming in pretty good too.
Absolutely. You got Simon, you got Ricky, you got guys you can never count out.
Yeah, and I mean, you have live scoring to be able to check that out. So, I mean, they know what's going on, and it's going to be a push all the way to the end.
And though Geoff did have a slow start, I mean, he's coming off birdieing one of the hardest holes in the whole park. Yeah. So maybe his momentum's kind of starting to turn around.
Yeah, we hope so.
That was a nice drive there. Hole 10 is 570-foot par 4. As you saw in the drone footage as we were introing the round, it is a straight shot and then sharply left and way uphill.
And that could
Paul
be...
ripped it.
A bit definitely further than I think he wants, but he should have some gap to look at there.
Yeah. MJ a little shorter than he wants, I'm guessing. Everybody's staying a little bit right. The gallery's got to be heads up here.
Yeah, and then they're pretty confident. They're just letting those discs come right at them.
Yeah, they are. See if James can get up around the corner. Looks like he's going for it. That is pretty much ideal.
Yeah. He's avoided the trees there that are kind of form that little wall bunker that can kind of get in the way a little bit, but now he's past that, so it's just one more gap to hit before he gets his birdie.
MJ was actually in a pretty decent spot, and now he's in a really decent spot.
Yeah, it's probably right around circle's edge. It might be a little bit further away than it looks on camera there.
Yeah. Another standstill crush from Geoff.
Yeah, he's got a ton of power with that shot. Catches a little bit of the foliage. He's going to come up a little bit short, but inside Geoff Bennett range.
Absolutely. Paul going T-bird 3. That must mean the gap is small if he's got to go driver. And it was small. Just hits a tree and takes a little bit of a tough roll. I think he should be fine, though. Should have an opportunity at a long run for the birdie. Whoa, James gets a little too high. Does not pay a price for it at all, though. No. He is right to the basket.
Wow.
I'm surprised. That really looked like it was testing the ceiling.
Yeah, not many get through there.
Paul will have to settle for par. See if Geoff can kind of turn his round around. Not quite. A little bit high and outside.
Well, you like that it wasn't short. I mean, you have an uphill putt at it. No reason to be scared.
Yeah.
You gave it an aggressive bid.
Absolutely.
Just not what he was hoping for with the result, but MJ gets the result he was looking for. A nice little birdie for him. That's going to give him one stroke closer to Paul.
Yeah. And very gentlemanly, straightening out the chains for his card mates.
Yeah, he's certainly a gentleman.
Absolutely.
If nothing else. And we'll tap in there from Paul and Geoff, and a couple bars, couple purs and birdies.
Purs and birdies.
It's early. It's early. I'm sorry.
two birdies, 2 pars. And we are on to hole 11. 11 is a very tricky par 3, super low ceiling with an uphill finish, a combination that, to me, kind of begs for the roller.
It certainly asks for either the backhand cut roller. I'm going to go ahead and put $100 down that Geoff Bennett throws a forehand roller.
You're not getting any action from me.
All right. Well, if somebody out there wants to take the bet, I can send you my PayPal information because he's definitely going to do that. But yeah, it's going to be a roller. I mean, with this low ceiling, there's just so little airspace to get that height that you need to get all the way up the hill.
This is one guy that doesn't need a lot of airspace and will throw the air shot anyway and make it look pretty good.
Yeah, that's incredible. I mean, he's maybe 12 meters away at tops. That's not regular.
No, that's a very, very good air shot. That's about as well as it can be thrown, I think, unless James will show us an even better one.
Yeah, he's going to go with a little bit more stable driver and try to flex one up there, and that's
It's really pretty amazing how close people are getting in the air, I think.
That's a regular as well. And here's your chance, last chance to take the bet. All right, yo, Germ, whoever you are. You're really acting like a fool this morning, but you do owe him the money. Don't be weird about it. Oh, and that didn't take too much off, but probably just enough to take him from comfortable birdie range to bonus birdie range.
I agree. I think he was going to have enough juice to reach the pin. Maybe rollers are for like guys that aren't on the lead card. I don't know. These guys are just throwing air shots. So
okay, wow. If we see something miraculous happen, and we get a star frame here, then whoever lost the $100 bet to me, I'll go ahead and cancel it.
Okay.
We'll just call it even.
It would be a crazy star frame because I don't think anyone's really in the circle.
Okay, so that bet is off.
All right, Geoff, from about 45 feet going up the hill, and
Bang.
he hits it. Perfect putt.
2 birdies in a row on this hole for him.
Wow.
The hole sets up so well if you have a killer forehand like he does.
Awesome.
Yeah, and he's got 2 of the hardest holes in the course now with 9 and 11. And James, wow, he gets it in there. Brooklyn, left side.
Making a move because Paul has gone with 2 straight pars.
2 straight pars for him, and now if MJ can make this, he's going to be right there in the hunt too.
Oh, just left and maybe just slightly low.
Yeah, and maybe he was blocked out a little bit by that tree there, which, you know, I think if he had a straight look at that, I think that would have been cash in that situation.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was only 12 birdies in the hole for the day. That's 16% of the field.
Wow, 2 of them right here, right now.
Yeah, and 53 pars. So that's a hole that you're going to see a lot of pars, not many birdies, not many bogeys, but there actually still was 3 double bogeys as well.
Yeah. Hole 12, such a tough hole. This is a par 4. It goes super hard to the left. You really have to cut the corner tight. 678 feet, and then the second shot is just couldn't be any more of a straight tunnel with a lot of trees and a pretty scary side hill.
Yeah, I mean, this is the hardest hole in the course. Pretty much overall for the tournament, 3 rounds in a row is either the second hardest or the hardest.
Yep.
And it's playing almost a half stroke over par, which is just crazy. And that's how you have to drive this hole if you want to be perfect.
I want to do that.
That's the best drive I've seen in the hole, plus 50.
That was a great shot. Super, super confidently thrown to put that much hyzer, but not catch the corner early.
Yeah.
That's such a tough thing to do.
Right. And the forehand roller can be good, but you have to keep it tight. And this is just going to be too wide, no matter how much it rolls to the left.
Look at him jump and dodge.
Yeah, he still has missed that corner, and it's so crucial to have that corner there. From where Geoff is, he did bite off quite a bit of distance.
Yeah.
And par is definitely in his future if you can manage a couple good shots, but birdie is almost out of the equation right
Pretty
there.
close to it.
And that's the crazy thing. That shot looked, from the tee, you feel like that shot is ideal.
Yeah.
And it's not.
It has to be so tight. Like James's looks like it's going right in the woods. Mm-hmm. Like this, Paul's doing it.
That's
it's
perfect.
Moving super hard left.
Oh.
Terrible skip.
That is
he's
crazy.
He's going to have a tough line from there.
And we just saw the great skip from James and just an absolute dud from Paul. They look like they had the same line. And as long as that doesn't roll down the hill, that's fine. I mean, anything up high left you can salvage. Down to the right, you're looking at bogey or worse.
Yeah, there are so many trees, really no gaps. Geoff is going to try to prove us wrong here.
I hope he does.
And get a birdie putt. What?
Are you kidding me?
Oh, we got to hit the practice field, Germ.
Yeah, I wish we'd seen a FollowFlight there because that thing had to narrowly miss about 20 trees for him to be able to flex that angle. That's incredible.
This is a nice shot, too.
What?
I got to give a quick shout out. Grady Shue, you've heard of this guy.
Oh, of course.
He two'd this hole apparently in practice.
He two'd it in practice.
And then he birdied it 3 times in the tournament.
All 3 times.
So that's crazy.
Yeah. Charlotte, North Carolina, man, teaching these players how to play. That's a huge shout out there because, I mean, the throw-in, I was with him in practice, and it was about... If Paul had made that, I think I would have walked out of the booth.
Yeah, I couldn't blame you. I would carry it on by myself if I had to, and I would not hold a grudge against Germ for walking out on something like that. James,
what the heck, dude? Go in.
I look at him. I mean, he's almost made about 20 of those, so I can understand why he's a little bit having a bit of a head scratching moment. But wow, Geoff with a real big opportunity there to make birdie. Frustrating.
Yeah, and MJ's
got a birdie putt here, doesn't he?
Wow, now MJ.
And we thought that drive wasn't very good, and he just got it right through up to the pin.
That is great. I mean, we're still going to see 3 pars in this hole and a birdie. Under par for the group. Fantastic. But, man, we were close to seeing 4 under. I mean, McBeth almost made his 100-footer. James almost made his 80-footer.
Yep.
Geoff, should have connected on his inside the circle.
Yeah,
but I mean,
everybody right there.
To not have anyone in danger is just a rare.
Yes.
To say the least.
MJ is closed to just 2 shots back of Paul. He's really coming out on fire on this back 9. Hole 13, par 3, absolute super narrow tunnel, 324 feet, a little uphill and a little right finish. We're going to see these guys go mid-range backhands, all except Geoff, who I would expect a forehand drive out of.
Yeah, and if you don't keep your disc on the perfect line here, your disc is going to kick right into the bumble. I mean, you're going to go right into the mess, and that is what the locals call the thick rough.
I love it. Western Pennsylvania, look out for that bumble. This is bumble free.
Yep. No bumble here. That is ideal.
I saw so many great shots on this hole. It was kind of blowing my mind. My groups just kept, I mean, I threw some good ones too, but everyone was just piping this.
I believe MJ birdied this the first 2 rounds.
You might be right.
I know there was a star frame first round.
Yep.
And I think I remember him throwing an equally good second shot or birdie yesterday.
Yep.
If he makes this, he'll go 3 for 3. Which I thought was only going to happen for Austin Turner and myself. We both birdied this all 3 rounds.
That's awesome.
I have to give us a shout out. I mean, I hate to...
Fair to do it.
But this
This
is a hole I was happy with 3. So very surprised to see that there were this many birdies on it.
Paul's got his McGlow out, and that's a little bit heavy on the hyzer, but it's still tracking.
And that's in par territory. He's avoided the really bad kick down to the right, which is pretty crucial.
No, for my groups, personally, on the last 2 rounds, these last 2 days, 8 birdie putts. Everybody was within, I didn't see a drive outside 40 feet.
That's really surprising.
It was surprising me. I kept thinking, like, how is everyone just lacing this?
Yeah,
that was a bad kick.
This is a bit more what you'd expect for this hole, to see some people struggling a bit.
Yeah, there's so many trees. I mean, the side hill, so many things can happen.
And it was the 4th hardest hole of the day.
Yeah.
And that was about...
That's about right.
For all weekend, it was about the 4th hardest hole.
Yeah. Geoff has to go with a little half throw.
Yeah, he's going to have to settle for bogey here. And James is going to have a pretty difficult par putt. And he's
off the basket again.
Just the narrowest margin.
Yeah. I feel like he has to hit a huge putt before the end of this round.
And look at this.
Too close.
The charging dirty hippie from Charlotte, North Carolina, Michael Johansen.
A term of endearment.
It is total. That's his nickname down in Charlotte, so don't get mad at me for saying that. Big Dirty Hippie was our team name, and we were doubles partners.
Nice.
But yeah, he's making a charge here. Paul keeps getting par, and MJ is bringing it back. I think he's within a stroke now.
He is within 1.
Wow, so this is all of a sudden setting up for an incredibly exciting finish.
Definitely. Minus 30, minus 29. James takes the bogey, but still not out of striking distance. There's some really tough holes still to play. We are back on hole 14, par 4, 516 feet. Tough gap off the tee. You really want the disc to move a little left if possible at the end of the flight so that you can set up your angle to get into this green. This longer position, tough because it has one last wall of trees and then the elevated basket up on top of these rocks.
Yeah, the best play you're going to see is a backhand roller. That's not MJ's shot. He's a straight shooter here with these flip-up backhands. And now he's turned it over too much. He's hit that initial bunker, which really takes him out of the equation for birdie.
Gonna be tough.
I'm guessing we're gonna see a backhand roller from Paul here.
Absolutely.
Probably Roadrunner cut. Oh wow!
I thought that was gonna hit the trees, but he snuck it through.
Oh my gosh!
And this is an eagle look. That's 50, 60 feet from the pin.
He's essentially past the short pin, which is a par 4.
That is a makeable eagle look, I would say. That's an incredible drive, the best I have personally seen.
Yeah, he threw that. He committed to that angle with so much cut. Wow, really impressive drive there, and that's
not a problem at all. That's a great shot. It doesn't look that amazing because Paul just put it all the way up there, but that is an ideal drive.
And this is another $100 bet that he throws a forehand roller.
Okay, somebody's going deep in the hole against you.
Okay. And
that took a bad bounce.
Yeah, I don't know, man. This is just me. I'm just always surprised when you're throwing these forehand rollers and the disc is vertical and it hits the skinniest tree.
Yeah.
It's like that's the point of throwing the roller, is that you are avoiding the width of a disc hitting these narrow trees.
Yeah.
And he's in the bumble.
Yep.
And he has found a way to get out of the bumble, and he is up there putting for birdie now. That's awesome.
Awesome shot from Geoff. Wow. Perfect forehand flex. A lot of distance left, and he put it right there. James has just got a smooth turnover here. Sneaks past the wall.
Yeah, finally he's not 50 feet away.
Speaking of 50 feet away, this would really be a tournament-winning shot, I think.
Oh, wow.
Very close.
Didn't leave it short.
To eagle that in this moment, man.
Oh, and that's gonna give MJ. It's gonna take him back another stroke because I think Paul's within 15 feet.
Yeah. Oh, nice putt, Geoff. There you go. Yeah, that's gonna stall MJ's charge just a bit. Nice birdie from James. Really dissecting the hole, playing it perfectly.
And this is to get 2 strokes up with 4 to go, and that's a McBeth moment right there.
Yeah, really, really big time drive in a big moment.
He's feeling the heat. You know, MJ just took 3 strokes on him in the last 4 holes.
Yep.
And instead of kind of buckling under the pressure, he goes bigger and longer than ever and goes up there for the eagle and gives himself a look for it and connects on the birdie, and MJ doesn't, so gives him a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah. Back to our signature hole, hole 15. Big downhill crush, 843 feet. The play is, for most of these guys, is going to be big hyzer into the landing zone, followed by another big hyzer down to the green. Probably the most fun hole to play out here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there's a couple different ways to attack it. It is there to attack for the big shot, but it doesn't really give you that much.
Not likely to be able to make a 2.
Right. And Paul is just kind of taking his medicine here off the tee.
Smart play here. He's gonna need some skip though. There it is though. I think the little skip and roll, that might be that's not quite enough actually really to give him the hyzer he's looking for.
Right, he's gonna have to probably throw a turnover. He might go with that Nova that we saw him throw the first round, but he came up quite a bit short the first round.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'd like to be pretty far left so you can avoid these trees. And
look at this big run up from James, and he is going all out.
Yeah, James is laying up here with a big high anhyzer
He's
drive.
laying up a nice 650-foot destroyer shot.
Get over the top. Oh, and it is, and he's safe.
Celebratory raise of the arms from the spotter.
Yeah.
That is fantastic. He's at the bottom of the hill. He's got no more than 250 feet to the basket.
Oh, that's great to see.
Probably less than that. Probably 200. I'm expecting big hyzer here. Kind of a low line, but that's going to be good because it's going to take a big skip.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's ideal. That's where you want to be over there. Shouldn't be any trees really too much in the way for the big hyzer shot for the approach.
Yeah. MJ, the contrasting styles. James big run up and MJ just running up on half the tee pad.
Yeah, it's crazy. And it's really...
this is bad.
It's got to sit. He's safe, but
safe, but that
in the
grass
stuff,
is bad. I went and tested that grass out, and I cannot recommend it. It was very difficult to make a shot out of there.
And he has managed an incredibly beautiful shot.
He had no problem with it, which is...
What?
Perfect shot.
Wow.
Fantastic by MJ.
And if you go back and watch that again, you can see the grass cut as his disc is coming through there. It's pretty impressive.
Oh, look at this.
A little unorthodox.
Huge.
Yeah.
Tomahawk up over.
And I'm surprised to see that. It's the way that the backhand hyzer flies on that shot from where he was, it gets to the basket so easy.
Yeah.
And here we see Paul with his Nova.
As called by Germ. That looks like it's turning over too much.
Yeah. But he is inside the circle.
Hey, it's not bad at all.
Yeah. And we get to go all the way down the hill now for James's tee shot.
He's got a putter in his hand. Probably about 5 feet out of jump putt range for him.
Which he'd probably draw a medal with.
He might draw a medal on this.
Speaking of
wow.
which. Yeah.
Beautiful shot.
Yeah, and
Let's see how close this really got. FollowFlight.
Yeah, this is cool seeing this from the back angle here.
This is so smooth. Coming in
Get in.
perfectly slow.
I'm hoping for a different result. I wanted to go in the second time.
It's got to get in. Can't miss it twice.
Wow, look how close that came. Wow.
Geoff with the birdie putt.
And
sticks it.
That's the first jump putt we've seen Geoff make, and that's kind of a...
No, he hit one on 11.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so he hit one jump putt. That's a calling card for Geoff. I mean, and that's a big-time mistake there from MJ.
Paul with the opportunity to really widen that gap, go up 3 with 3 to play, and he does.
Yeah, those are the moments that he lives for right there. Yeah. He's so clutch.
James with the easy birdie, rewarded well for that aggressive drive.
Now, I have a question.
Hit me.
If you're just talking to James, and there's just one James, shouldn't it just be James? I mean, I feel like there needs to be multiple James to be James. All right, that's off topic. All right, sorry.
Hole 16, par 5, 663 feet. Very short par 5, very technical. You're going straight ahead up the hill. The best drives you're going to see, you're going to reach the crest of the hill. And then it's all about just navigating through these trees. The right side alley is probably the cleanest. And then once you get to the pin, just for good measure, they throw in a little drop off and you have some scare for a roll away.
Yeah, and this is the eagle opportunity here. We've seen 2 eagles a day on this hole. And actually, we'll give a little quick shout out to our female open champion, Katrina Allen, who 3'd the hole during round 1. And that's ridiculous.
That is huge. The women are playing from a slightly shorter tee, but still a 3? That's incredible.
Yeah, I mean, they're still dealing with the same shot of getting over that hillside. Yes. It's almost impossible.
Their tee isn't that much shorter. It's that one right there that you can see James's roller going over the top of.
And oh my gosh, we may have seen 2 up the top of the hill there if that just missed that.
Okay, somebody's getting ready to go down $300 to Germ, and they just did. Forehand roller from Geoff, and that is crushed.
That gets to the top of the... Look at this. This is going up there, isn't it?
Perfect.
Sit.
Don't go back down. Don't.
Sit.
There you go. Great shot.
And Geoff was one of the... he eagled this hole yesterday, so he has done that before. Maybe, and he's in a great position to do it again.
He definitely is. MJ just doing things with air shots that shouldn't be as easy as they are for him.
Yeah, he doesn't even watch it. Just throws it and turns around, goes to his bag, picks it up.
This is a tough shot.
Wow.
Not a big gap at all. Hitting any tree there is a disaster if you hit early.
And he split the middle of that initial gap, but once you get to the top of the hill, all bets are off.
Yeah, a lot of stuff can happen.
Yeah.
MJ finds some kind of tree. Another roller, you think?
Oh, I would bet it would be. $100 I'd bet.
Oh, boy. Ooh.
Wait, but that was going to be a roller.
Sorry, man. Sorry.
Jeez.
Somebody just got away with one.
All right, well, now... All right.
Paul trying to get this thing to turn over a little.
Oh, and he was in such great position for that bonus eagle.
Yeah, that drive was huge.
the furthest I've ever seen.
Geoff looking for a couple skips. Got one of them. Got two of them.
Oh, and maybe
And
just
now he's on the roller track. That is tough. That little trench will do that to you time after time. You go right past the basket, and then once you get up to the hill, you see the disc 70 feet down there.
Yeah, too much mustard on that biscuit, but he'll have a uphill putt for his birdie, but that's...
MJ's also in danger. He's got the ditch, but it's probably edge of the circle. He stayed in makeable range at least. James looks like he got himself a pretty nice gap here. World record attempt, longest jump putt. Oh, just shy of the record, but a good shot.
And I'm curious to see with 3-3. Paul, not surprisingly, he lays up. No need to go for that with 3 to play with.
And MJ really isn't that close.
And MJ is now maybe, oh wow, great run there from Geoff.
That was nice.
But going into this hole, going into the next hole, actually, I should say, the chase card, great putt there from MJ.
Yes.
The chase card is now on 18, and that means that Simon is on 18, which he eagled during round 2.
Yes, and I've heard a story that he was even closer.
Was closer during round 3.
This is we're going to see the hole soon, but 500-something foot tunnel shot with tons of OB, and Simon has put it in the circle 2 days in a row, moving to 32 under.
And he connected on his eagle putt, and he is now 1 stroke back of Paul.
Finished at in the clubhouse at 32 under.
Right. So he is, and so really this puts the pressure on Paul to finish. Now he's not just having to beat his card; he has to beat the chase card as well.
Yes. Hole 17, par 3, 102 meters, 336 feet. It's a hard right finisher, a little bit of an elevated basket. You just kind of have to beat these last trees, find a way in there, and see if you can connect on the putt.
And we've seen Paul go the turnover mid-range last 2 rounds, and looks like he's lining the same shot up here.
Yeah, no need to change the game plan. That looks pretty nice. Borderline, very nice. Yep, there it is. Off the root, and he's absolutely parked. Sorry, Simon, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, it's going to be really tough because Paul would have to double bogey the last hole for a playoff opportunity with that drive. And this shot from, just personally speaking here, to throw that Anheuser backhand, I'm obviously a forehand predominant player, but this shot you have to hug it so tight to this early tree.
Scary.
It's incredibly scary, and these guys are making it look just like it's nothing to them. It just is really impressive for me to see it. And you can see how much it opens up that fairway. If you throw the forehand shot, which I feel like the hole is shaped really well for it.
It works.
It brings those trees into play much more than that backhand tight.
You're right about that. You're right about that. This is the forehand line, but that is too high. He got through, maybe. Yeah.
Wow.
It's not bad.
You typically, anything that you hit on this hole seems to stop it.
Yes.
In its tracks. And he's got a great look at it.
See if he's got time for one more jumper.
Yeah, there you go, Geoff.
Now he's showing us the golf he's capable of playing.
Yeah. Getting a good break there and managing to make the solid 45-foot putt.
MJ hits it. He has still got a chance to tie Simon here.
Okay.
He needed to make that.
Big putt there from MJ. And this is a big putt, too, because we're going to see the second star frame in 3 rounds on this hole.
Wow. That's
bonkers. This is actually, it seems kind of straightforward in terms of, it's not that hard of a par 3, but it was the 8th hardest hole on the course, and there were only 20 birdies, and there are 4 of them right here.
Yeah, these guys are staying absolutely bumble-free.
Bumble-free on this. They amounted for 20% of the birdies for the entire field.
Pretty incredible.
Yeah, pretty awesome.
All right, here we are, Simon's Playground, hole 18, 552-foot par 4. You're going straight down the tunnel, over the first OB ditch. We're playing to that longer basket position on the left. If you go OB at all, you go to a terrible drop zone down low, have a tough time even saving your par. And Simon has put this just in the circle 2 days in a row. We'll see if we can. I don't think anybody on this card really has incentive to go for that kind of shot, though.
Yeah, certainly not this guy. He needs to just get clear of OB, and the way he's choosing to do that is by throwing it perfect.
Yep, Thunderbird skipping across. He's going to have an absolutely easy layup right to the pin to take the win.
Yeah, and James is thinking big here. I mean, he's got driver in hand.
Yeah, I guess, he doesn't have a lot to lose here.
And
that's turning over a little much.
That needs a miss.
See if it can sneak. It can.
It doesn't hit a single thing.
That's great. I mean, he is way across the ditch. He should be within 75, 80 feet.
Yeah, he's within James' jump putt range, that's for sure.
And wouldn't it be nice to see him hit one?
Yeah, it would be really.
He's been so close. His putter deserves to be going in.
My bet is he at least hit metal.
MJ needs a birdie here, I believe, to draw even with Simon at 32.
Okay, and he is across the ditch as well, which is the aggressive route. We saw that all 3 rounds from MJ going across, which is pretty scary, but he successfully did so 3 rounds in a row.
You kind of have to do it if you want birdie. Whoa, Geoff, that is getting wild.
Oh, goodness.
And that's not a good kick.
No. Do not go over there. Look at what he's I mean, he has nothing here.
Let's see what he's going to... Wow, going backdoor the whole way.
Where? Oh, my goodness.
What? That was insane. There wasn't a fairway over there. That was just through the woods the whole way.
That's 13 out of 10 on the impossible scale.
Yes, that's crazy.
You cannot duplicate that shot. 100 chances and nobody gets inside the green from where
over
Geoff
the OB late too. That's crazy. Paul puts it right up near the pin. Looks like he's going to be able to walk away. The champion.
Yep. MJ,
a good chance to finish in a very respectable second place tie.
And let's see Eagle. Come on.
Let's go, James. Get up. Oh.
Sit.
No.
Sit. Oh, goodness.
What an...
That
is OB, and he's going to have to settle for a par. That is really disappointing. I can't believe we didn't see a big putt from him. He must have hit 5 to 6 from way outside, off the chains, top, basket, everywhere.
I mean, a total, if you combine the 5 putts that he missed from outside the circle that hit metal, they were maybe a total of 6 inches off all 5 of them.
And they were probably a total of 500 feet.
Yeah, 533 feet, actually.
That's
the calculator
crazy.
Going off.
Okay, Paul for the win.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it.
Easy money.
And Paul is...
And look at this guy. I feel like, how many times you got to win before that's the face you make? just like out here, he's another day at the office. I mean, I know he appreciates the win. He's a great champion. Let's hear what he's got to say.
Feels great. I mean, my biggest thing was I didn't miss a single putt inside the circle all weekend, so that's my biggest takeaway from this. MJ and James, I knew they were going to be pushing the whole time. James was pushing early, and then MJ definitely got within 1 going into hole 14, I think. And he took a par, and I got a birdie there. I had an eagle look, which I think put a little bit more pressure on him. But after that, it was a stroke on 14, a stroke on 15, and then I had 3 strokes, 3 to play. So those are some holes that I felt very confident on. I was able to birdie 2 of them, or birdie all 3 of them actually. So that allowed me to close the door. But MJ definitely put it on the line there.
And there you have it. Paul, who has played a total of 9 rounds at Moraine Park, going back to 2012.
Okay.
The first 6 rounds he played, he averaged 10.59.
Okay.
He left this tournament averaging 10.58 total for the 9 total rounds he's played. It's pretty hard to beat.
He likes the course.
This suits him very, very well.
Congratulations to Paul. Thank you again to Jomez for the amazing coverage. Thank you to Innova for supporting it. Thank you to Discraft for supporting the tournament. We had a great time here in Western Pennsylvania. Signing off for BigSexy. Thanks, Germ. I had a good one.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for tuning in as always, guys. And definitely can't wait to come back to Western PA. Pittsburgh is always so hospitable. And thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you guys next time.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. We got a couple discs to give away, some sweet ones. Leave a comment under the video if you want to be entered for a chance to win, and we're going to see you guys next at the Vibram Open.